Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Janet Crescent. On this show, we meet local business owners, nonprofits, learn about events in the community. Right now, we're going to learn about two of those three right now. This is Jason Hafman. He's the outreach manager for Project Home. They're a nonprofit that's been serving our community for 47 years or so here, give or take.
It's a long time, yeah.
It is. Jason, thanks so much for coming back to Talk of the Town.
Thanks for having me on again. Appreciate it.
Over the weekend, you had a special event, and actually, it's your 30th year of this event called the Paint-a-thon. Tell me about it and how it went, and we'll take a look at some pictures soon.
Yeah, sure. So Paint-a-thon is one of the things we do with volunteers from the community. So we have our staff working all the time, every day, on homes all around, doing repairs, installation work, all kinds of things, and maintenance and repair items to improve homes for people. And this particular event is something that we don't normally get to do. We don't normally get to paint houses. So we get volunteers together, some wonderful sponsoring organizations, great paint donor in Hallman Lindsay Paints, a local company that donates all the paint for us. We put it all together on one day and try to get some good work done in the community by painting some homes that really need it.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work, and thanks to those volunteers. I did see on your website that you said the secret ingredient of Project Home is the people. That's your secret sauce.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good people, good people on our staff that really care about the mission, care about helping people that need it. And it's the same thing when we work with volunteers, and we get the right people there. Saturday, this past Saturday was kind of a warm one, so people had to push through that. They had to work hard. We all had to hydrate very well because we were out in the heat, but they got some amazing work done for some families that really needed it.
Okay, so you had 70 volunteers?
Yep, about 70 volunteers out on Saturday between 3 homes, 2 in Madison, 1 in Deerfield, and some really great recipients this year, and everyone was very motivated to help out. The other thing with our volunteers is we get some groups, some Rotary groups, a group from the Northside Business Association, and then other groups, some that have been with us a long time and some new ones, and there's always kind of a mixture. Like this year, Group Health Cooperative was a sponsor for the first time, but also a volunteer team for the first time. So, and not only do we have work with experienced painters, but we have people that it's brand new to them, and so we have the experienced people train the new people how to do it properly, and it all turns out great.
It is great, and some of those experienced ones can be the crew leaders, I think is how
Right.
it works. I love the idea of the teams from like businesses. You kind of forget about that. When I think of volunteers, I think of Joe down the street and my neighbor next door and myself. Can we talk a little bit about the recipients who got your help, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely. So over the course of the 30 years, we've painted 530 homes. And so this year we had the 3 homes going on at this point, and one of them was for a veteran in Deerfield who has some physical limitations, some other things, lived in his house a long time, and just needed the paint job done. So it was great to get out there with a group from Q106 and then also Dane County Credit Union to take care of that project. Another one of our projects was for a home that was damaged by a tornado last October. So repairs were done to the house, but then there was an issue with all the peeling paint, and the house really needed to be painted for the insurance company to keep them on, to have that house insured. And those are things, when it's a issue with the city that really wants something done, or you have issues with an insurance company maybe going to drop someone. If we can prevent that from happening, that makes it that much more important and that much more special for our volunteers. And we did that for a family this year here in Madison. We
have a little over a minute left. Can we look at some of the photos?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a finished product of the home in Deerfield. The similar color to what it was before, but man, just really turned out nice. And some great color choices this year too by the homeowners. Sometimes they go really bold, and sometimes a little more conservative, but it was a nice group this year. The one that was dark blue with white trim was the home in Madison I was talking about before. I think we have that photo somewhere in here. This was kind of the before picture of it, and I think we've got an after coming up here as well, but you can see how much there was to do here. It was a lot of work for our volunteers, a lot of scraping, prep work, and then get the paint job. And not everybody likes to go up at those high peaks either, Janet, but we got it done, and that's what it looked like after. So
who doesn't love a good before and after? And that's a good one for sure.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, and that's so great. Those people have got to be delighted.
Yeah, just thrilled. And the family helps out. A lot of the people that were physically able to help out, the homeowners get out, they get their families to come over, relatives, and we really try to get it done with, it's a lot of people there, but that's what it takes to get it all done.
Making an impact in our community so many years, with helping people in their homes. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, we love to do it.
Thank you so much. Jason is with Project Home. They like to say you're not alone. Call Project Home. We're Talk of the Town, and we'll be right back.